I ain't gonna lie, Washington is pretty. Like I don't know what people for look at it but it gets active, bro. And you know, you can check the news and all that, but it's just like, yeah, it's just like normal street shit.
One thing that's different from Washington and California too. California, like for instance, LA, you gotta drive 6 hours to go to Northern Cali. So like the way Washington is set up, we're in the same neighborhoods. So
hella close, compact.
Where it's like literally just years and years of a whole bunch of bullshit just because of that, because we're just like neighbors with each other. So we like waking up, going to the store, or waking up and just bumping into people. So it's just like a real congested, really. It's just like shit nonstop.
I mean, that is why I you know, no shots at anybody, but there's been people over the years who, you know, are from down here and they make it a real thing to like diss the Northerners and shit when you know they ain't probably never even seen one.
Yeah.
Maybe when they went on vacation or some shit.
Though, like everyone is either in jail, dead, based off that. It's not like these people are talking about people that they've never had issues with, like over there. That's just all it is. It's just that there's no really like fighting amongst each other. It's just like opposite.
It's like old school Bloods versus Crips type shit.
Basically,
before it kind of got splintered and became super complicated.
It stayed like that. It stayed like that over there.
Interesting. Damn. Yeah, because man, I mean, I feel like it is definitely like when I talk to people who are even from Northern California, and I realize like, oh, so you like really have the red side and the blue side in the same city, which is way different than down here.
Yeah, and it's like that all the way up to kind of like up to Seattle. Seattle's like really calm, it's beautiful over there, but it's the same thing. Like they're not really like tripping on each other. It's really like niggas running into each other.
So are there black gangs like where you grew up as well, or is it mostly just the Mexican shit going on?
Nah, yeah, for surely. Yeah, for surely. It's all mixed.
Okay. And do you guys generally get along with the black side of things, and it's just like the Mexican kind of go at each other?
Yeah, nah, for surely. Nah, we're hella close, like locked in. It's not even no problems or anything. I mean, it's just like a smooth working relationship type shit.
Well, that's what's up. So when did you actually start thinking about rapping?
I've been making music, bro, like just trying to rap, fucking around, like since I was young. Like I remember my dad finding like little papers I was writing this shit, like talking shit to me, and it'd be like literally just like nothing but swear words on a paper. Like just like all the swear words like my little ass brain was thinking about or whatever the fuck, like sorry, basically.
That's funny that you say that, because I was just talking to Draco's dad, and he had that story of finding Draco's rhymes under the bed. And I also in like first grade, my parents found some rap that I wrote under my bed, and it was like some stupid ignorant up shit about like shooting somebody or whatever. And I remember my mom, I know, right? I remember my mom crying though, like, why would you write this? And I'm like, I don't know. That's just like every rap song I ever heard was kind of like this.
So you've been writing music since you was younger?
This is when I was like 7, and then.
But you was like writing music though, like.
I mean, I probably wrote a 16 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like I ever performed it or anything. I was just like a little kid, and I remember my mom finding it and being like really upset, and like it's not like she actually thought I shot somebody. She just was confused why the I would even be writing something that in any way like went into that.
Crazy,
yeah. But okay, but so you were just kind of drawn to it from an early age, or when did you start rapping?
Yeah, I would say just like, and then that's when I started like trying to do that, and then I guess I would just always try to do that, I think, and then but when I got locked up, I would say then like I like really like have more time to for sure like sit there and do it and like try to do it, because at first it was probably whack, like for sure, like you know what I mean, but like it comes over time, like development and everything, and so I felt like being locked up had a big part to do with that. And then when I got out, then when I got out of the pen, I've only been out the prison for like a year. I got out September last year.
Oh shit.
And then
how old are you now?
I'm 20, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so what you call it? So when I got out of prison like September, my first music video was in like November. So I've only basically been dropping music since November. And then so
Definitely. Yeah, because I remember when I interviewed Lil Mosey back in the day that he said that like we were basically like, yo, so are there any other rappers from Washington that like influenced you or whatever? And he was basically like, nah, I'm pretty much like the biggest one. I'm the only one that matters that ever came up out of there. And I remember a lot of like, even back then, like 2018, like the Seattle blogs and shit were like just trashing him, being like, yo, this is up. He's ignoring the history, everything that gone down.
Like realistically though, when you break it down, like numbers and motion and etc, like he probably wasn't lying.
Yeah, even that at that point,
know who's coming out that way when you know him. You know, obviously if you don't know them, it's just for a reason. Like niggas are not popping like that.
And if you go through the whole history of the state, I'm sure you could find a bunch of different people who had their moments and stuff. But you're talking to like a 16-year-old kid who probably is not familiar with what happened even like 5 years prior. You know?
Yeah.
For sure. But so from your perspective, like, was there anybody in Washington that you were looking at as inspiration or that like kind of showed you that it was possible?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, like we have the homies popping and shit, and then like so when I got out, I was locked up in the Pinta like with the homies and shit, and I was always rapping in there, like doing my little job. I was a laundry worker, so like when we would go like back to the laundry room and shit, like doing all the shit, it was like secluded. And then when you go up in there, like we have like little mini concerts and shit, like put the beats on the little speaker, and then like you doing like that. And the homies that was locked in with my nigga Track Money, they basically just like put it online, and when we came out, like, you know what I mean, type shit, and they got my shit rolling. For sure.
So when did you start to actually believe that you might have some potential? Like was that your mission when you got out? Like, you know what, as soon as I get out, I'm gonna start filming some shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it was just like at one point, like I was just like, damn, like I'm making slaps, like, you know, that I could really, you know, and that's like slaps I was making in prison, and I haven't even released those, so it's like a whole on another different thing. My mindset was even probably different, you know, type shit. And then basically, bro.
If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From glass gear to infused sweets, they've got one of the best lineups online. They ship fast, it's always discreet, and their app makes shopping too easy. The deals are always running, and you can use code NOJUMPER for a little bonus at checkout. Shout out Everything 420.